My sister and I were close, at least I thought we were. When she got engaged, she called me crying. She said she had no money for the wedding she dreamed of. I was the older one. I always took care of her, so I said yes. Like I always did, I paid for everything. The venue deposit, $3,000. Her dress, 1,500 flowers, catering, decorations, all from my savings. Every vendor, every booking, every detail. My name, my card. She would call me daily. What do you think of this centerpiece? Should the cake be 3 tiers or 4? I was excited. I thought this was us, doing this together. Then came the wedding morning. She called me into the bridal suite. Her bridesmaids were already dressed. I was still in my regular clothes. She looked at me and said, very calmly, I need you to sit with the guests today, not up front. I stared at her. The bridal party photos will look uneven with you in them, she said. You understand, right? You're still family. Just not in the party. She smiled. Turned back to the mirror, like she hadn't just said that out loud. I didn't cry. I didn't argue. Looked at her reflection in that mirror for a long moment. Then I picked up my purse, walked out of that room, and sat down quietly. I smiled at every guest who greeted me. Nobody knew what had just happened. But I knew, and I had already made one phone call that morning, 3 weeks before the wedding. Something in me had felt uneasy. I didn't know why. I just listened to it. Called every vendor, quietly, carefully. I moved every booking into her name. The venue, the caterer, the florist, the photographer, all transferred. All her responsibility now, and every outstanding balance, still unpaid, also now in her name. I had removed my card from every single account. That morning phone call was just the last one, confirming the final transfer. By the time she walked down that aisle, nothing was in my name anymore. Not one invoice, not one contract. The call started 2 days after the wedding. First it was her, then her new husband, then my mother. The caterer is sending a bill. The photographer says there's a balance due. Why isn't your card on file anymore? I let every call go to voicemail. I replied to one message. Just one. I wrote, you said I was just family, not in the party. So I stepped back completely from everything. She didn't reply for 9 days. When she finally did, she said, I didn't think you'd actually do something. I know, sweetheart, nobody ever does.